Well, clearly a very disappointing night for Notre Dame. Congratulations to Michigan. They were the better team tonight. Um, in all phases, they were better. Um, we certainly didn't coach well enough tonight. And didn't play well enough. And consequently, that was the message to our team. Um, and I don't have great in depth for you to give you reasons why. That's not our identity, but that's what we showed tonight, and we own what we showed this evening. And it was by the score of whatever it was, by a wide margin, Michigan's night, and they were the better team. So, with that, yeah, he had X-rays came back clean, but he's got cartilage, so that's a tricky injury for a running back.
Brian, when did you suspect that it was going to go south and that you might not be able to match their level of intensity and focus and everything that they
We had talked about getting off to a fast start for about 2 weeks, and we didn't get off to a fast start. That was concerning. Uh, Obviously, big momentum piece was the fumble off the block punt. You're trying to gain momentum when you're on the road. But it felt like we weren't who we were physically, defensively, offensively. We're a team that makes plays. We weren't making any plays, and it felt like it was going to be a struggle right out of the get-go.
generally speaking, offensively, what was your plan of attack? How did you want to?
Run the football to set up opportunities to throw the ball down the field, which has been the case pretty much every week with this offense.
Did you knew the weather was going to put a crimp in limit you in the passing game?
Yeah, I mean, it was going to be difficult, but that defense is set up with a very aggressive tilt towards making it difficult to run the football, but you still have to find ways to, throw the football. We just weren't effective in doing so. When we had chances, we weren't able to execute.
Brian, were you surprised at how well they were able to run the ball on you guys?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That hasn't been who we are. We've been very stingy, and that's kind of what I was saying earlier, is that our identity was not on display tonight. I mean, we're a physical team. We weren't physical. And we got to look at all the things that went on tonight as, what kind of preparation did I put him in? Did I put him in the right place? Did we coach him to be, in the right fits, offensively, defensively? Players got to look at their performance. This is an all-in situation with players and coaches anytime you have a defeat like this. But when we speak to the team, that's not the team that I have seen play for the last few years. And we got to figure out why. And I can't answer all those, kind of hypotheticals tonight as to why. We got a 2.5-hour bus ride. I told them, you need to start thinking about it. And then we'll have some individual meetings, we'll have some unit meetings, and we'll figure out what went wrong here, and we'll fix it. He's got a knee sprain. He'll have an MRI on Monday. We don't believe there's a torn ACL or MCL. We think that we've got a knee sprain. He had a family, a death in the family, so he's off already to Cincinnati. So he was able to make that trip. So that was a positive sign in that respect. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think we had 3 or 4 opportunities offensively before we were able to cash in, and you have to come away. The plan was obviously to kick and take the win in the third quarter, And I told our guys, we got to get it, we got to cut it in half at least in the third quarter, and we just weren't able to do it. And at that point, 17-7, it just felt again like we weren't up to the task tonight, and they broke it open with that late score.
Brian, was noise a factor?
No, not at all. No.
Brian, was Michigan's defense doing anything to rattle you? It seemed like he was running for his life at times today.
Yeah, I mean, we got to look at all those things. Listen, everybody's accountable. The coaches, players. As I said, we got to coach better and we got to play better. I'm not going to sit up here right now and say that Ian Book's got to be the reason. Brian Kelly's the reason. We're all accountable. I got to watch the film really and find out, did he get flushed on a play? Can he spend more time in the pocket? There's a myriad of different scenarios that we're going to have to, vet out and find out, where can we get better? Because we have to get better, clearly after tonight. Can Ian get better? No doubt, he can get better.
And did your focus only just because of the score of the game, or was it related to all the?
I'm sorry.
Did your focus go in the game just because of the score at the time, or was it related to all the game's performance?
No, it was more the score. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Ryan, in a game like this where you can get better at everything or need to get better at everything, how do you manage that in a course of a season? You can't fix everything at one point.
Yeah, fixing is such a general word that kind of takes on a connotation that there's a lot of things broken. We feel like this was a game where our team was not who they were. I think what we have to find out is why weren't they playing at the level that they have played for the last 2.5 years? And that might be more on me. It might be in my preparation. It might be in our game plan. And so fixing sometimes sounds like, well, we've got to change the way we run our offense or defense or personnel. And I would really be cautious in making those kinds of assumptions. And it might be as simple as our preparation wasn't what it needed to be over these last 2 weeks.
But Cole Kmet, did Michigan do anything to really take
They doubled, they bracketed him. Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of like, and you've been with us, he was kind of it was the Michael Pittman treatment that we gave him. He wasn't going to get the football.
Brian, can you clarify Michael Young's status?
Michael Young,
Michael Young?
yes, he did not make the trip with us, and we will have a discussion about his status with our team moving forward.
The big block punt play,
Yes.
is there confusion, among players and coaches over what the free ball, what the other team can get? It seems like.
Yeah. Oh, there's no confusion. What happens in the moment, there seems to have an effect on somebody's judgment at that time. But everybody knows what they're supposed to do at that time. But that's where you have to over communicate and over coach, and unfortunately, we touched that ball in that situation and caused it to become a free ball again.